जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotee. So today is Thursday. It is the 3rd of April and Chaitra Masa or Vishnu Masa, Sukla Paksham, Sasti Tithi. So there are no Vaishnava events in the calendar. So we shall quickly move into the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so today Shri Radha Madhava, they are so vibrant, color vibrant and so beautiful, very nice. Vidyam Prapasyan Pratubandivadhataha Jumpanivasena Bhujarivaklisham. So beautiful, very nice. Okay, so shall we move to the Srimad Bhagavatam? ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Vidura has inquired from Uddhava about Krishna to speak more about Krishna. So what he is doing and what are his activities like that. You speak all about Krishna. So after that, Uddhava, after remembering from Vidura's inquiry, he is remembering Krishna, and then he could not respond immediately. Pratyavaktum na utseha. He was not very enthusiastic immediately because he was outkantyat smariteshwaraha. He is in the so much of deep ecstatic love. So excessive anxiety, outkantyat smariteshwaraha. So likewise, Sukadev Goswami saying to Parikshit, इति भागवतः पृष्टः क्षत्रावार्तं प्रियाश्रियं प्रतिवक्तुं न उत्सेह औत्कण्ठ्यात् स्मारितेश्वरः. So that is the Uddhava's mood. So he could not immediately respond because of outkantyat, by excessive anxiety. So today, Sukadeva Goswami is saying that about the why Uddhava has got those symptoms. He mentions that Sukadeva Goswami says that Uddhava from his childhood he is always engaged. From his 5 years old he was engaged in the devotional service with as a Bala Leelaya. So as a childish play he used to serve Krishna in the devotional service. And when his mother used to call him for the morning breakfast, he could not go to his mother immediately. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit, Parikshit. So here, what is the main thing to observe? The 5 years old, it is the very, very key point. Whenever devotees are desiring that I wanted to be a permanent position in the spiritual world, this is one kind of a Sukadeva Goswami, Maitreya Rishi, and many other sages. Like Narada Muni was 5 years old, and four Kumaras they are 5 years old, and many other Parikshit Maharaj when he was 5 years old, and he has also got similar kind of symptoms. And this 5 years old, why? Because 5 years old body does not be agitated by the sensual desires, and he can it that can concentrate and with the Krishna in full absorption, and also engage in the playful activities with Krishna. So that is there is so much of importance for the 5 years old. So this is kind of one of um, in, uh, kind of a tip for the devotees. So what they can achieve in the spiritual body, what they can desire in the spiritual body, what kind of age. So likewise here, Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 2, verse number 2. यः पञ्चहायिनो मात्रा प्रातराशाय याचितहम् तन्नैच्छद्रचयन् यस्य सपर्यां बाललीलयाम् यः पञ्चहायिनो मात्रा यः पञ्चहायिनो and Uddhava yah one who panchahayanaha when he was 5 years old matra pratarashaya yachitaha matra by his mother pratarashaya yachitaha for breakfast pratah asaya it is the food is given in the morning pratah kala that is the breakfast asaya pratah pratarashaya for breakfast yachitaha when Buddha was called to have breakfast in the morning by his mother tan tan na ichad tan so that kind of call na ichad he did not like that kind of calls why because rachayan yasya saparyam rachayan and playing yasya who saparyam his service and balalilaya in the childhood balya balalilaya in the childhood play. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami says, so he used to play and render some service, play with Krishna, Krishna's dolls, and engaging in different services like the feeding and dressing. Likewise, yah panchahayino matra pratarashaya yachitaha tanna ichchad rachayan yasya saparyam balalelaya. The translation for this verse. He was one who, even in his childhood, at the age of 5 years, was so absorbed in the service of Lord Krishna that when he was called by his mother for morning breakfast, he did not wish to have it. Okay, purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Hangma Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. From his very birth, Uddhava was a natural devotee of Lord Krishna or a Nitya Siddha, a liberated soul. From natural instinct, he used to serve Lord Krishna even in his childhood. He used to play with dolls in the form of Krishna. He would serve the dolls by dressing, feeding, and worshipping them, and thus he was constantly absorbed in the play of transcendental realization. These are the signs of an eternally liberated soul. An eternally liberated soul is a devotee of the Lord who never forgets him. Human life is meant for reviving one's eternal relation with the Lord, and all religious injunctions are meant for awakening this dormant instinct of the living entity. The sooner this awakening is brought about, the quicker the mission of human life is fulfilled. In a good family of devotees, the child gets the opportunity to serve the Lord in many ways. A soul who is already advanced in devotional service has the opportunity to take birth in such an enlightened family. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, text 41. Suchitam सुचितं श्रीमतं गेहे योगभ्रष्टो bhajayate. Even the fallen devotee gets the opportunity to take his birth in the family of a well-situated brahmana or in a rich, well-to-do mercantile family. In both these families, there is a good opportunity to revive one's sense of God consciousness automatically, because particularly in these families the worship of Lord Krishna is regularly performed, and the child gets the opportunity to imitate the process of worship called archana. the 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 pancha mm, the pancharatric formula for training person in devotional service is temple worship, whereby the neophytes get the opportunity to learn devotional service to the Lord. Maharaja Parikshit also used to play with Krishna dolls in his childhood. In India, the children in good families are still given dolls of the Lord like Rama and Krishna, or sometimes the demigods, so that they may develop the aptitude of service to the Lord. By the grace of the Lord, we were given the same opportunity by our parents, and the beginning of our life was based on this principle. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada is mentioned in the last statement. So when Prabhupada was in his childhood, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami in his childhood, the parents are always devotees, and they got an opportunity from their childhood by our parents. So from the beginning of their life was based on this principle. So here, like Uddhava. So there are Nitya Siddha. So Prabhupada is mentioning about Uddhava was a natural devotee of Lord Krishna, or Nitya Siddha. And here what it means, so our Srila Prabhupada's life, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada's life, they're all like that, Nitya Siddhas. From since very from his very birth. So that is the natural instinct. They used to serve Lord Krishna even in their childhood. So here, Uddhava used to play with the dolls in the form of Krishna. So that's why that is the Naichad Rachayan Yasya. He was playing with Krishna's dolls. He would serve the dolls by dressing, feeding, and worshipping them. So in our childhood, we used to have small kinds of the meaty bowls, and then we used to buy. Our parents used to buy from the shops in the sense like in the villages they used to make different kinds of pots with the soil and get them, and then children used to play. We used to play as well, and then okay, this is the deity room, and then just we'll make cook and then offering some prasadam and deity dress it and take deity. Likewise, but it did not last for longer because of this modern education. So, and children, they were not sent to the schools immediately since they're 2.5, 3 years old. It is so horrible for the children to send to the school. Of course, nowadays they don't get an opportunity to associate with other children as well. So that may be one reason. But so until they're of 6 years old, they were not sent to the school. Until then, they have got full freedom at home to play what they wanted. So, like with the plays and so many other things. So here, he would serve the dolls by dressing, feeding, and worshipping them, and thus he was constantly absorbed in the play of transcendental realization. So these are the signs of eternally liberated soul who never forgets about the Lord. So that is the natural position. So this is one is human life. Once we practice here, then it will be continued in the spiritual world. There in the spiritual world, night. ये निमित्तेन धर्मेण आराधयन् हरिम. It is a dharma, is a natural instinct of a living entity that would continue in the spiritual world. So this is about the Vaikuntha principle. ये निमित्तेन धर्मेण आराधयन् हरिम. वसन्ति यत्र पुरुषाः सर्वे वैकुण्ठमूर्तयः ये निमित्तेन धर्मेण आराधयन् हरिम. And everyone are looking like the supreme personality of Godhead. Vasintyatra Purushaha Sarve Vaikuntha Murtayah, just like the Supreme Lord. But they're all engaged in the service of the Lord. Dharmena Aradayan Harim. Okay, so that is the purpose of human life. It is to awaken to that kind of position, reviving one's eternal relations with the Lord. All religious injunctions are meant for awakening this dormant instinct of the living entity. And the sooner this awakening is brought about, the quicker the mission of human life is fulfilled. If we are just, it is our association actually, it is so important. In case if we are associating with the bad people, sometimes we think that they are our friends. They are always cooperating in the sense gratification, but they are not our friends. Who are cooperating in the sense gratification? They are not the friends. Because in gradually we will be absorbed, we will be deviated from the real position. and then covering with so many other things. Even one small mistake, it will drag us throughout our life. It will pull back from the spiritual life throughout our life constantly. That's why never hear bad words, never see bad things, never speak bad words. Something like that we have got some kind of symbols are there mentioned. Okay, so here always have the devotees association, and that's why tato dusangamusrujya satu sajjita buddhiman. One has to cut the association of bad and then always stay with the devotees. That will be quicker mission of human life will be fulfilled, awakening the Krishna consciousness. In a good family of devotees, the child gets the opportunity to serve the Lord in many ways. Because the parents, father is engaging in some duties, deity worship, mother is cooking the prasadam, and then other children are offering the prasadam to the deities as a family coming together and do the bhajans to Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, the deity worship. When parents are doing all these services, children automatically become pure devotees. They will get all of opportunities. If one parent is not following, then children will be sometimes bewildered why one parent is doing and another parent is not doing. So they will get the mixed kind of things, and they will be sometimes dragged to the material things. So here, a soul who is already advanced in the devotional service has the opportunity to take birth in such a enlightened family. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Suchinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrasto Abhijayate. And Suchinam, like the Brahmana, Shrimatam, very rich families, Gehe, in their homes, Yoga Bhrasto, and Yoga is the one who is engaged in the devotional service or meditation on Supreme Lord. In such a way, if they were not successful in their previous life, Yoga Bhrastaha, then Abhijayate, he will get a birth in the Suchinam Shrimatam Gehe. So that is when even a fallen devotee gets the opportunity to take his birth in the family of well situated Brahmana or in a rich, well to do mercantile family. So we see sometimes some children, they, as soon as they take birth, for example, there is, I think, Bhakta Bhagavatam, a 5 years old. Since childhood, his very childhood, he is preaching Krishna consciousness, give Gita, speak Gita, likewise and going on a state with a mridanga and doing and inspiring everyone to do Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So likewise, as soon as since their birth, they're always engaged in the devotional service. This is how Yoga Bhrashta in his previous life, he was Yoga Bhrashta. Now he is a pure devotee, got an opportunity to take birth in the devotee's family in both these families because a good opportunity to revive one's sense of God consciousness automatically because particularly these families the worship of Lord Krishna is regularly performed and the child gets the opportunity to imitate the process of worship called archana. So these rich families they will have got their own temple in the homes, a big temple, and then they are always engaged in such a way the child gets the opportunity but sometime but that how long it would go but with the devotees association it would excel more quickly because he would get an opportunity to see the different mellows of each and every devotee and then he will learn very quickly. That is the devotees association. And then here that archana process is explaining in the pancharatrika formula. This is the Narada Pancharatrika formula. So, for training the persons in the devotional service is temple worship, whereby the neophytes get opportunity to learn devotional service to the Lord. So here one has to engage in the devotional service as long as he could see the Lord everywhere in each and every living entity. Until that point, he must be engaging in the Madhyashina Darshana Puja Suti Abhimandanaihi Bhuteshu Madbhavainaya Satve Asangamena cha. So here Kapila Bhagavan explains that one must be engaged in the devotional service. Madhyashna Darshana Puja Suti Abhivandanaihi. Otherwise, if though one is engaged in the devotional service, but he is not able to see the Lord in the heart of all the living entities, then it is a kurti archa vidambhanam. Aham sarveshu bhuteshu bhutatma avasitah sada. Tam avadhyaya mam matyah kurti archa vidambhanam. He is just only doing or imitating only for the sake of doing it, but he could not see the Lord in the all the living entities. All the living entities. Aham sarveshu bhuteshu bhutatma avasitah sada, all the time. But he is tam avadhyaya mam matyah, without any knowledge. And then he mentions यो मां सर्वेषु भूतेषु सन्तमात्मानमीश्वरं हित्वाच्चं भजते मौढ्यं भस्मनीव जुहोति सः. And if he doesn't understand that Lord is situated in the heart of all the living entities, in the heart of the devotees, and then whatever the archa he is doing, bhajate maudhyad basmani juhoti saha. Basmani, in the ashes, if you just put the ghee, what is the use of it? No use. Likewise, when though he is engaged in the archa worship, but he could not see the Lord in the heart of all the living entities, especially devotees, because that is the main thing. And if he is not reciprocating like that, then basmani eva juhoti saha. And dvishitah parakaye mam manino bhinna darshinaha bhuteshu baddhavairasya manah santyam ruchyati. And if he is discriminating one body to another body, dvishatah parakaye mam manino bhinna darshinaha. So even though he is worshipping the Lord, but if he is doing, oh, this is the cat, this is the dog, this is a human, this is a tree, if he is making the distinction, instead of identifying that they have got the life force within them and there also Lord is situated in those living entities. Bhinna darshinaha, he is seeing only the bodies, not the Lord inside. Such kind of person, bhuteshu baddhavairasya. Oh, this is a snake and it is my enemy. This is a scorpion. This is my enemy. This is a dog. I don't like this. This is a cat. I don't like this. Bhuteshu baddhavairasya. And also thinking that it is not my friend, it is my enemy, something like that. Namana santi mruchati. He would not get any peace of mind. And in order, but here that is the point one has to develop. So there he mentions Achadavarchayetavad Ishvara Mam Swakarma Kurut Yavanna Veda Suhridi Sarvabhuteshu Avasitam. Until a person who is engaged in the devotional service, he sees the Lord everywhere. Achadavarcha Yetavad. Until that point, Ishvara Mam Swakarma Kurut. Until that point, he must be engaged in the devotional service. When he becomes Uttamadhikari, it doesn't matter. No more restrictions for him. He can go anywhere. Yavarna Veda Suhri Sarvabhuteshu Avasitam. So likewise, one has to elevate himself unto that particular point where he sees all the Atmanam Sarvabhuteshu. This is again Atmanam Sarvabhuteshu Santam Atmanam Ishwaram. अतमां सर्वभूतेषु भूतात्मानं कृतालयम् अर्ह्यध्यानमानाभ्यं मैत्र अभिन्नेन चक्षुषा. We need to respect each other. Maitra abhinnena chakshusha. We need to make friendship abhinnena. Abhinnena means without any distinction. Chakshusha, by looking with our eyes. Arhed dana manabhyam. Worship them by giving the respect. Dana and also charity. Manabhyam, respect. Likewise, we need to worship the Lord in all the living entities. This Lord Shiva also confirmed. Pratyadgama Prashnaya Abhivadanam Mitaha Pratyadgama Prashnaya Abhivadanam. He mentions Mitaha Sadhu. I understand Sumadhyami, oh beautiful Sati. I understand to worship everyone, but one has to Guhasaiva. He mentions that a very beautiful verse. He mentions that one has to. This is the time that when Lord Shiva was engaged in the meditation that with Krishna, At that time, Daksha comes. He could not see. Later on, Daksha curses Lord Shiva. So at that time, Shiva mentions to Sati Devi at home, saying that I was in that Satpum Vishuddham Vasudev Siddhitam Vidite Yadite Tatra Puman Apavrutaha Satvich Yasmin Bhagavan Vasudevo Hidhokshujo Me Namasa Vidhiyate. I was offering my obeisances onto that Supreme Lord, that Vasudeva. So here, that is the only purpose. We do not see the bodies. We have to see the Lord who is situated in the heart of all the living entities. We need to, whenever we do Namaskara or Namaste, that is Namaste, Namaha, Te. Te is the unto you. Namaha, I am offering my obeisances unto you, O my dear Lord, who is in the opposite body, who is situated in the heart of the opposite body. That is what Namaste or Namaskara means. It is not the body we offer. We offer respects to the soul in the heart of the living entities. Until that point, one must be engaged in the devotional service is temple worship, training the persons in devotional service. So whereby the neophytes get opportunity to learn devotional service to the Lord. Maharaja Parikshit also used it to play with Krishna dolls in his childhood. In India, the children in good families are still given dolls of the Lord like Rama and Krishna, or sometimes the demigods, so that they may develop the aptitude of service to the Lord. So this is about how one children to be trained. So it is a very good opportunity if one has got plans to have children in their homes. And then, so this is the purificatory process, Garbhadana Samskara, from the very beginning of their life. They can have children with Krishna conscious, divine children in their home. Then your life will be success. Otherwise, if they do not follow Garbhadana Samskara, if children are born, they will behave very naughtily. They do not listen to their parents and they go in different ways. That is most horrible in the life. To control one person, it is very difficult. But when he becomes a devotee, he will listen to the Krishna conscious parents and engage in the devotional service. Life will be so happy. Okay, so likewise, Prabhupada is mentioning. So by the grace of the Lord Prabhupada and all the and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, so they are also got an opportunity to uh, took birth in the family of devotees. Okay, likewise, Prabhupada is describing here. This is the Buddhava's position here. So Buddhava, when he was 5 years old, yeah, Panchahayanu Matra Prakarasha Yachitaha. When mother is calling for to have a breakfast, he did not like that idea to go because he was engaged in worshipping. Tanna ichad rachayan yasya saparyam balalelaya. Yasya saparyam. He was engaged in the devotional service to Krishna. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, we shall move to the Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, so today it is letter to Krishnadasa, July 25th, 1970, Los Angeles. Okay, it's a normal letter, medium letter only. Can I request any other unallocated devotees to read this letter, please? Sita Sundari Mataji is available. Or any other devotees is fine.
Okay, Prabhu, can I read Hare Krishna, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
My dear Krishnadas, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge reciprocal letter dated July 17, 1970, along with one letter from your new wife. I am very much encouraged that you have seriously taken up the matter opening our center in Berlin city, and it is a great opportunity for us. I have also received the beads and I have chanted them duly. I am sending them back by separate airpost, and the letter addressed to you
wife is enclosed herewith. I am so glad that you are at last happily married. Now utilize this nice opportunity of working combinedly in the service of the Lord. You both have all my blessings for working on and spreading Krishna consciousness movement to the German people and elsewhere in European countries. I think your wife will be of great assistance because she is a fluent uh, linguist. I have given her the spiritual name of Indrani Devidasi. It is good news that you are so quickly successful in your Sankirtana and distribution of literatures in Berlin. I am sure that this so large city will prove a very important center for European ISKCON activities. Thank you for you keeping to our regulated program of chanting, study, and Sankirtana, etc. If you simply stick to this program, which I have given you in so many ways, you will come out successful in your mission of this there is no doubt. So do it very seriously and enthusiastically and receive the blessings of Lord Krishna for your sincere efforts to spread his holy name. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher is Bhaktivedanta Swami. Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any
So
Mataji from this letter?
the Prabhupada once he said to Krishna that he is very happy to he get married again. He said married to new wife. So and then he said both of you to combinedly you will spread the Krishna consciousness nicely and you are very good at Sankirtana and spreading the Krishna consciousness in German and in Berlin and then elsewhere in the European countries. So, and then Prabhupada gave his wife a new spiritual name also. So, and she is very fluent at I think, a different language. So, she will be good at spreading the Krishna consciousness. So, yeah, and then you have just said to you stick what I have give you the uh, uh, regulating your like program in chanting and study in Sankirtana. So yes, that way, and Krishna will bless you to spread the holy name of Krishna. So that what I was understood. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add in this letter? Hangma Mataji, you wanted to add any more points?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I think Mataji has explained everything, how Srila Prabhupada has given them blessing about their marriage as well and opening the new center as well. And yes, Prabhuji, I think everything Mataji explained nicely. And about the distribution, book distribution, he's very happy that the book distribution is going on well, and the as Berlin is a very big city, so he is hoping that it will be a important center, one of the biggest center for the ISKCON activities in whole of the Europe. And yes, we have to keep on regularly chanting and studying and sankirtana and follow all the rules. And if we follow all these rules and principles, then yes, Krishna will take care of us, and we will be successful in our mission. Yeah, and yes, Prabhuji, and there's no doubt that we'll be successful in what we are doing. but we have to be consistent on it, and we have to keep on continuing it, as he says.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely added few more points. Wonderful.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? And we have Ramlala Prabhuji, Sita Sundari Mataji. Okay, so if not, then that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. It is about encouraging. So when we have got an opportunity here, both devotees are husband and wife devotees, then their life will be successful if they are preaching Krishna consciousness, chanting, studying, and Sankirtana. Okay, so that is all our activities. So, but do it seriously and enthusiastically, and this is the blessings of Lord Krishna. Okay, so that is the mood of Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the updates point of view, so today, Thursday evening, we have got Krishna book reading at 8 p.m. Okay, that is our upcoming event. And coming Saturday, it is Chaitanya Charitamrita. I requested Prabhavati Sachi Mataji to speak on that one to prepare Chaitanya Charitamrita. If not, so today is my last day here, and then last day in the sense I will be going to India and then coming back after 3-4 weeks or so. Okay, and dear devotees, so please kindly continue this Japan, continue this Prabhupada's letters and Bhagavatam cooperatively and combinedly, like Prabhupada is always used to say, if you are uh, taking my instruction seriously, just with you need to show through cooperation and continue the program as it is. Likewise, Prabhupada used to say that. Okay, so likewise, continue this one very nicely and encourage each other and participate. Okay, that is my desire as well. Okay, apart from that, dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. And once I return from my travel, so then we will have the house programs at Meena Mataji home on 27th of April. And then on the next day, Monday, possibly at Hemlata Mataji. Yes, I'll be there for a couple of days. I got an open return ticket. As long as I would like to travel to see the devotees as much as possible. Uh, if devotees are not available, that is all right. Then I'll be returning as soon as uh, my job is done there. Okay, so that is my updates from me. I'll be in London for a couple of days from 27th of April to for a couple of days. Okay, only to see the devotees, no other purpose to me. Okay, that's all from updates from me. If you have got any other updates, so kindly let me know. Otherwise, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Okay, so we shall conclude. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय श्रील
Jai.
प्रभुपाद की जय
Well,
जय कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण